Best show, 24-hour marathon here. We're doing it to it, and we're having fun. From what I understand, this is one of the true gets, and in this industry, you can count the gets on one hand.
Yeah. Hello.
Wait, hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. To whom am I speaking?
This is Kevin.
Kevin
From
Corrigan?
From New York.
Kevin from New York.
From New York.
We'll just keep it as Kevin from New York. It's Kevin Corrigan, the actor, the great actor, Kevin Corrigan.
Actually, Corrigan.
Corrigan.
I let it slide a lot, but I think people should know.
Okay.
That the real pronunciation is Corrigan.
Fair enough.
I only say that, Tom, out of deference to my father.
Absolutely.
He used to say, "It's Corrigan. I'm like, yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I say it. People just like to say Corrigan, and I just like to not make a big deal out of it.
I get it. Well, we're excited to have Kevin Corrigan on the show. We got Kevin Corrigan on the show. It's very exciting. So what's going on, Kevin? How hot is it in New York right now?
It cooled off. It was actually very nice last night. Went for a walk, and it's really nice. It's like 79 degrees or something like that, 80 degrees.
That's great.
Been a lot of rain lately, so a lot of the humidity kind of lifted. I don't know. It could all come back today. I don't know.
We can't control the weather.
What's going to happen with the weather?
We can't control the weather, or can we?
How are you doing? How's
good.
LA? How's the West Coast? How are you liking California?
I like it, Kevin. I like it a lot. It's nice. Got good people in my life. Got a lot of friends. People got my back. I enjoy it here.
That's awesome.
That's all I can ask for.
That's right. Yeah, people got your back. You're all right. You're doing okay. But what I mean is, are you into the canyons and the coast and like the PCH? Are you getting that kind of West Coast Topanga beachwood? Are you kind of chasing the sun down towards Santa Monica at the end of the day? Do you find yourself down by the canals? Do you find yourself on the boardwalk
Not
down
really.
there?
No, I don't. This is where I find myself, Kevin. I like to go to the movies. So I find myself at like the New Beverly, the theater, the New Beverly. I find myself there.
Oh, that's a great place to find yourself.
It's an amazing place.
A great place.
Kevin, you know what movie I saw a month or so ago in a theater? 35 millimeter print. The Sweet Smell of Success.
What?
Sweet Smell of Success.
What was it?
Sorry?
What movie did you see?
The Sweet Smell of Success.
Oh, there you go.
Burt Lancaster. Tony Curtis. Sweet Smell of Success on the screen, on film. Amazing.
At the New Beverly.
At the New Beverly.
Beautiful.
Amazing. And you know what was also on? It was a double feature. You know what else was on the double feature? Ace in the Hole.
Oh. Two good ones.
That's where I find myself. I'm not going to go. I'm going to go drive some highway. I've driven enough highways. I'm from New Jersey. All I did my whole life is drive highways.
Oh, I know those roads. I know those New Jersey roads.
Yeah.
I can see why you wanted to get out of there.
Well,
I understand.
it was time for a new chapter. It was time for a new chapter, and here I am with the new chapter, and I'm very happy.
You're loving it. It's a new you. Do you feel you've reinvented yourself?
A little bit. Yeah, I do. I really do. I feel like I've got
reinvented or
reinvented.
Rediscovered.
No, I rediscovered and reinvented. A little bit of both. I really do feel it's both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Now, Kevin, are you excited about the exciting news that on November 15th, Mike Pence is releasing a book called So Help Me God?
Really? Is that true?
Yes. Could you imagine reading this book, So Help Me God, by Mike Pence?
I was just watching a clip from Oh God where George Burns gets sworn in before he gives his testimony.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "So help me, me."
That's very funny.
The judge says, "So help you, you,"
mm-hmm.
because he's God.
Yeah, because he's God. George Burns was God in the movie.
He's God.
Excuse me. Well, that's Columbo. Sorry.
So help me, God is. He's gonna need God's help. I mean, he's gonna need help.
Yeah.
Gods are.
Kevin,
I don't think anything's gonna help. I really don't think so.
You know what's an exciting thing about Kevin Corrigan is the side that we're seeing now, the art, the drawings. Amazing.
The drawings on my Instagram.
On your Instagram, you are a truly talented artist.
Well, thank you. I like to draw. I stopped doing it for a long time.
Well,
and
I'm glad you picked
really
it back up.
Came back.
You got it, and a lot of people don't have it, Kevin. But you've got it. And
I think everybody's got something, you know.
Are you kidding?
Something.
You think people got
Don't you feel that way? I kind of think everyone has
I think people got some. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
You give anyone some watercolors and a big pad and some permission to go and just do something. Just see where it takes you.
Mm-hmm.
Most people will come up with something that's not too bad.
Well, I gotta say,
a lot of people may surprise you, you know.
But the thing is, we ain't talking about not too bad when it comes to you. You got you're knocking these things out of the park. You got some skills.
Everything I know I learned from my mother, and actually a lot of people on Instagram too. I was following a lot of artists' accounts, but I don't know, the algorithms just put us together. Like I don't know, maybe it was. Well, I don't know. These things, they can really figure you out. The phones, you know. Sometimes it works out. They put you together with people you have things in common with, and I just ended up having a lot of like following artists and being followed by artists, and the feed just after a while was like people making art, paintings, and big paintings too. People like to do big paintings. It's like that Lou Reed song, that John K. Lou Reed song, "Work."
Yeah.
About Andy Warhol, where he says, Andy said, you ought to make things big.
Yeah.
People like it that way. And like
when he says,
like Toby Huss, a lot of actors like to paint too.
When he says, Eddie said, how many songs did you write today? I said, I wrote 10 songs. That's not enough. You gotta work.
No matter what I did, it never seemed enough. He said I was lazy. I said I was young.
They gotta work.
He said, how many songs did you write? I'd written 0. I lied and said 10. He said, you won't be young forever. You should have written 15. It's work.
Yeah.
That's all that matters is work. It's work.
Have you seen the Lou Reed exhibit, Kevin?
Heard about it. Haven't seen it.
Are you you got to check. I can't wait to see it myself. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited about it.
That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
Yeah, you get to see the stuff that the Lou Reed, one of the all-timers. Is there anybody who was more of an architect for the whole movement than Lou Reed?
I mean, you can debate it all day long. You can talk about other people, but he did a lot. He just he's. I saw him around a few times in the streets in New York. That was cool. See that guy walking around, see him out on the street. And it was just to watch that guy hail a cab on the corner of 7th Avenue and 16th Street. That's where I saw him. I watched him come out of a building right on the southwest corner there. He out of a revolving door, a doorman building. Right as I was walking by, he's walking out of this building, and it's like, that's Lou Reed. I'm going to watch where he goes. He gets to the corner. He waits for a cab. The cab pulls over. He gets in, just takes off downtown. I didn't really think about saying hello or anything. It was just like this guy's everything you just said. He is a one-man movement.
Yeah.
Artist. I mean, even when he was on his deathbed, he was tracing patterns in the air with his finger, and he was making art right until the end. Right until the end.
And the thing about him, the best thing about him, he had a great career in music. He was an artist, visionary. Kevin, all he wanted to do, all he wanted to do, right? Was play football for the coach. That's all he wanted to do is play football for the coach.
That's all he wanted.
All he wanted to do is play football for the coach. Did you see the documentary, the Todd Haynes documentary?
No, I didn't see it.
My goodness.
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Kevin, it's a masterpiece. It's a straight up masterpiece. Not joking. Kevin, Todd Haynes did it in that thing. He told the story and he merged the art and the rock and roll and the high and the low and all of it. And suddenly when it mashes together into the Velvet Underground, the world changes forever. And it tells the story in that movie. Kevin, if you watch this Velvet Underground documentary and you don't cry, I'll give you $5. 5 big ones.
There's a lot of great music documentaries out. They just keep coming out. Really great music documentaries. That's one of them. I've been hearing about that one.
Summer of Soul. Did you see Summer of Soul?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I love that one.
I love it. I saw it in the theater. That's another one I saw at the New Beverly. Mahalia Jackson with oh my God. With Mavis Staples and Mahalia Jackson. I saw that at the New Beverly. They had a 35 millimeter print of it made. One print was made. Saw it at the New Beverly. Questlove was there. That was the first time he ever saw it on film. So you could feel that energy in the theater of Questlove seeing his own movie on film for the first time. And it just made it that much more powerful.
Oh.
Kevin, I bawled my eyes out.
Oh, man. You've got it made out there at the New Beverly. That's all you need is a place like that.
Yeah. I'm like the jerk. All I need is this movie theater. Right? I'm like Navin R. Johnson walking down the street. All I need is this movie theater that shows films in 35 millimeter. And this toaster. And this paddle game.
And you go to like Pink's hot dog stand around the corner?
Nah, I see that. I'm not much for hot dogs.
Do you ever well, I know that the New Beverly, I mean, how's the sound in that place?
The sound is great. They redid the whole theater. It's amazing. I saw The Song Remains the Same there a few months ago, midnight showing. And I'm walking toward the theater, midnight show, and some guy goes, "Hey, you want some candy?" And I say, sure, but this ain't no there ain't no marijuana in that, right? This ain't no gummy, some marijuana gummy. He goes, nah, you're good. So sure, I reach in and take one of his candies and I eat it, and then I go in the theater, and then 45 minutes in, Kevin, that was no normal candy.
Oh.
And I start seeing loop-de-loops when that movie starts, and suddenly I'm like, as I'm watching it, I says to myself, "Oh, you're supposed to watch this movie high. How did I never do that in my life?" And if it wasn't for that guy who tricked me into eating some candy on the street, because look, people say, "Oh, Tom, you tell this story. It's clear you brought your own gummies into the theater and you got high." No, I didn't. Some guy tricked me on the street. That's how it went down. Did he look
like the old man from the Led Zeppelin 4 sleeve?
He did. He had he had some sticks on his back, and when you're listening to that, and you know the song 4 Sticks, and then you see the cover thing, that guy's got a lot more than 4 sticks.
Yeah, he's got
a bushel.
He's got a bushel or something.
Yeah,
bushel.
I say to myself, there's a lot more than 4 in that bushel, buddy.
Yeah, that guy, he's pretty hunched over. He's got a lot of he's carrying a heavy load.
Yeah, 4 sticks, you wouldn't be so hunched over, Gramps. Well, Kevin, I do have the phones. The phones are exploding here, and I do have to take some.
Okay, is that my buddy Kevin?
Oh God, yeah, it is.
Woke
Mike.
Me up? Who woke? Somebody woke me up. Says
what
Kevin
is going? This is. I feel like I'm.
Is that you, Kevin?
It's Mike. That's Mike. That's Mike.
I was having a sweet dream. I was having a sweet dream.
Mike's falling asleep, and he wakes up every once in a while.
And I heard your voice.
Yeah.
I was on an elevator, and somebody was saying, "Hey, hold it," and it was Kevin Corrigan.
Corrigan, Mike. Show some respect.
Yeah.
For the love of God, it's Corrigan.
In the dream, they were correcting my pronunciation.
How many times I got to tell you it's Corrigan, Mike?
Corrigan. I'll never say it wrong again.
Yeah.
I swear.
Oh, well, thank you for swearing. I appreciate it.
Nighty-night.
Nighty-night. Okay. Good night, sweet prince. Future captains of industry. Kevin, I got to get back to the phones. We got people waiting.
Get back to the phone lines there.
Yeah,
pick me a winner.
You're top notch, my friend. I'm so glad to hear from you again, and we will talk soon. When you're out here, you let me know.
My friend.
I'll show you my Los Angeles.
All
right, buddy.
I'll be out there. You can pick me up at the airport.
I'll pick you up at the airport. Kevin. I'll
go
airport,
in with a sign. They don't do that anymore with the Lyft and the Uber. And
I'll have your name with a sign. I'll be right there at the gate with your name on a sign. I'll dress like a chauffeur. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, my friend.
Great night. Thank you. Kevin Corrigan. What a treat. Kevin, the great The great Kevin Corrigan, one of our finest actors.